Hello, hockey fans. How is everybody doing? Hope everyone's had a great week. Last time I did a video was on Sunday, and that was for Monday's games. There was 4 games that day. Regular picks, we went 3 and 4. The only one that didn't hit was the best bet, which was the Toronto Rangers game. But that was that. Here we are picking games for Friday, October 22nd, 2021. There's 4 games on the slate, so it's a light slate. But some good games that I'm looking forward to. So we'll just get right into it. We got San Jose taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. San Jose has Adin Hill confirmed to be in net. Toronto has Michael Hutchinson confirmed to be in net. The Sharks are 3-0. Toronto is 2-1-1. The last game the Leafs played was on Monday when the New York Rangers came to Toronto, and they defeated the Leafs 2-1 in a shootout. I don't think the outcome necessarily spoke of the game. The game I thought was controlled by Toronto. Toronto won 76% of the pucks that were dropped. They outshot the Rangers 41-23. And maybe when I brought the game up, I should have said Toronto against Shesterkin, because that might have been more accurate. He definitely kept the Rangers in the game. If it wasn't for him, I don't think it would have went to a shootout. It'll be Michael Hutchinson's first start, so kind of excited to see him play. And then when we go to the San Jose Sharks, what a great start to the season. 3 wins so far. They played Thursday against Ottawa when they won their 3rd straight, 2-1. Reimer had a great night, stopping 30 of 31. And when we look, I know it's a small sample size. Everything's a small sample size because we're early into the season, but they're first in penalty kills sitting at 100%. They're second in the power play, and they're first in goals against. So things are looking good for the Sharks. San Jose, though, on a back-to-back, and I realize a rested goaltender with Adin Hill confirmed to be in net. But whenever you play Ottawa, it's never an easy game. It was a tough game, and I kind of like a Toronto team that likes to control the game. They're sitting in first in the face-off battle, sitting at 62.9%. They're only going to see each other twice this regular season, and this is a first, obviously, of those 2 games. The over-under is set at 6. I just have to like Toronto here again, and I know they didn't come through for me in my best bet last time, but I believe they are going to come through here. I like Michael Hutchinson, and again, I'm excited to see him play. And I think Toronto's going to be a little angry from how they lost that game to the Rangers, and they're going to come out strong, and I think San Jose is going to suffer their first loss. Toronto's definitely my first pick for the 4 games on Friday. Second game, we've got the Boston Bruins against another undefeated team, the Buffalo Sabres. Boston is 1-1, and the Sabres are 3-0. Buffalo has Linus Ullmark making his debut, confirmed to be in net, and Buffalo has Dustin Tokarski expected to be in net. Another undefeated Sabres team. They played the Vancouver Canucks this past Tuesday and won their 3rd straight 5-2. Sabres are another team that are sitting at 100% in the penalty kill right now. Goaltending so far has, it's been great. They're sitting with a 1.33 goals against average, which I think is in second. And people in Buffalo are smiling for this team right now. They're doing really well. Wednesday was the last time that the Bruins played. They played the Philadelphia Flyers. It was a pretty good game. after 2 periods, it was all knotted up at 3. In the 3rd period, the Flyers had a big period, scored 3 goals, and Boston suffered their first loss, 6-3. Swayman didn't have his best night, that's for sure. They did outshoot the Flyers 40-25. And I expect Ullmark to perform well against his old team here, and I think the Sabres have more bodies out, both on their front and back end, actually. And, I know Buffalo's undefeated, but sometimes you have to take a look at who they played. When you look at this Buffalo team, they played Vancouver, Arizona, and Montreal. Okay, they're sitting 3-0, but if you look at the teams that they've played, it's not that great. I have to go Boston here to defeat Buffalo at home. I just don't see any way that Buffalo is going to beat this Boston team. And I like Linus Ullmark to make his debut and perform well against his former team. Boston's going to be my second pick for the Friday games. 3rd game, we got the LA Kings against the Dallas Stars. LA sitting 1-2, Dallas sitting 2-2. Braden Holtby listed for the Stars, Cal Peterson for the Kings. Dallas will return home for this game. This is going to be their home opener. They've had 4 road games so far. Last one against Pittsburgh when Dallas won that game 2-1 in a shootout. It's been almost 600 days since hosting a capacity crowd at their home arena. And the Stars, sitting at 2-2, I think is a pretty good start for Dallas, considering they've been on the road and they've played Pittsburgh, Ottawa, Boston, and the Rangers. And then you look at this LA team. LA has shown up for every game so far as well. And I know they're sitting 1-2, but they've competed well. Last game was on Tuesday, which was a 2-1 loss to Nashville. They are sitting at a +2 goal differential right now, and I know a big part of that is because of the first game when they beat Vegas 6-2. But both losses were only 1-goal games. 1 goal against a very talented Minnesota team, and then Nashville. Minnesota was 3-2, Nashville was 2-1. I think the home opener, playing in front of a full house for the first time in a long time, I think that edge has to go to Dallas. Good goaltending matchup here, and I'd say it's almost a coin flip game other than, again, home opener. I think Dallas has the edge. Over-under set at 5.5, and this is the first of 3 matches that these teams will play for the regular season. And I'm going to go Dallas to win their home opener. That's going to be my 3rd pick. Last game, we got the Edmonton Oilers, undefeated Edmonton Oilers playing the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas sits 1-2 right now, current 2-game losing streak. Robin Leonard listed to be in net. Edmonton has Mike Koskinen listed to be in net, and they're 4-0. The Golden Knights, like I mentioned, 2-game losing streak. Last game was a 3-1 loss to the St. Louis Blues, who are playing really, really good hockey, and that was on Wednesday. The only win so far for this Vegas team was their home opener against the Seattle Kraken, which was a 4-3 game, and it was a good game. The last game against the Blues, they definitely put an effort forth. I mean, they peppered Binnington with 43 shots, but only 1 goal found the twine, or 1 puck found the twine. They're sitting at a -5 goal differential right now. Not the Vegas team that I think a lot of us remember, or that we think of, I guess. Edmonton is 4-0 after making light of Arizona here on Thursday night, 5-1. Zach Hyman with a nice shorthanded goal, 2 goals for the night. McDavid with number 200 and 201, playing really well. They were 2 for 2 on the power play. I mean, the worst thing about the game was probably Cassian taking a misconduct in the 3rd period. Stuart Skinner will probably back up Koskinen again. Mike Smith, I believe, is still out. And both of these teams have bodies out. And in this Pacific Division, now we have the number 1 team in the division, the Edmonton Oilers, taking on the last place team, the Vegas Golden Knights. And we know Vegas won't stay in last place, but that's where they are right now. I'm going to go to the upset here because I know a lot of people, and I've used it for an argument in an earlier game with San Jose, that Edmonton's on a back-to-back, but I don't think it really applies because that Arizona game was kind of like a practice. They didn't work that hard to win that game. Edmonton, that's going to be my pick. My best bet record sits at a goose egg and 4. Regular picks are 14-10, and parlays are 1-4 right now. Let's try to change that here on Friday night. My best bet, I'm going to go back to Toronto, and the money line pays 1.45. That's going to be my best bet. I'm going to do 2 parlays. My 1 parlay, I'm going to go Toronto puck line, -1.5 pays 2.1, and Boston money line pays 1.5, multiple of 3.15. Second parlay, I'm going to go Edmonton, Vegas, under. It's set at 6.5, so I'm going to go under 6.5, pays 1.8, and I'm going to go Dallas money line at 1.66, gives me a multiple of 2.99. Toronto to win over San Jose, Boston to win over Buffalo, Dallas to defeat the LA Kings, and Edmonton to defeat Vegas. I want to say thanks for everyone who watches me or takes the time to follow me. I think I reached 1,000 subscribers, which is just awesome, and it makes me smile, and it makes it, I guess, fun to do this. So I want to say thank you very much. Good luck with all your picks. Have a wonderful weekend. It's hopefully going to be another beautiful fall weekend. And again, thanks for watching. Talk soon.